Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the OTT channel with another OTT review. You can call me Turrell and Ren. You in the scope. Welcome back to the channel where we play games, review music, and have a good time. If you enjoyed yourself, at the end of the video, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And you can catch every time we go live with any video or any live stream. Ren! Oh, this is exciting! You guys have been requesting this non-stop. Anytime I put up Ren, you've gone, you need to check this out. You need to review it. You need to go through the tales. It's just like, you like this from Ren? This is what you gotta listen to. I've been diving into the story of Ren in such a weird storyline where I've come into him like well into his story and then like retracting back to find new things. Like we joined in the Ren just after Higher Ren, and then we like started listening to Animal Flow, and then we listened to the song about death. Again, if you've watched it, or if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a fantastic video, but also you'll know why I say it like that. But then people have been like, no, you need to go back and watch this, the tale of Jenny and Screech and Violet. So I guess we got to do it. I appreciate everyone dropping in the comments. Obviously, like I said, I always read my comments, always like my comments, and try to comment on as many as possible. And always my reactions, if it's something that I'd generally be interested in, are gonna end up on this channel. So make sure you're telling me what to react to next. Make sure you know what's up, because I'm not going to go react to Barbie Girl by Aqua, unfortunately, because it's not my jam. Plus, also, I've listened to it 10 million times. But if you know what I like and you know what I'm into, I'm happy to go check it out, because you guys know me best. So, otherwise, we got Ren. We got the tale of Jenny and Screech, which also includes the Violet. It's the whole trilogy of the tales. I'm super, super excited for this. Don't know what it's going to tell, but... oh, just let's go. Let's go. Jesus, he's so good. He's incredible on the guitar. Very Ren fashion to just have acoustic and then pick a noise and he's going to put it in.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City.
Oh,
Jenny walked
that
alone,
voice.
she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame?
There's something about Ren's storytelling which is almost unmatched by so many different artists. The theatrics in his storytelling, the way he actually tells his stories, and the way he can, again, curve his vocal range to like bring you into a moment where you're like, these lyrics mean something. Again, I've talked about other artists that do the very similar thing in different styles, but like Ren has this way of telling his story that like it captivates, and little things like vocal changes and vocal rips push towards a different part of it, like a different thing in the story. Like the "can you blame" means like you're going to be unsettled. Like that's an unsettled moment, because I'm guessing this story is going to go pretty dark. So like that little like bring it back to like a normal voice is like, it just makes me think of like when you've got like in the movies when like there's this woman's walking down the road and from an alley she hears just like this really friendly voice like, hey, have you got the time, or like, how's your night going? And that kind of like it's an unsettling moment, because you hear it from the dark and it doesn't sound right to the story, so it makes you go, oh, this is uncomfortable. Same with what Ren's doing there. Like he's singing and then all of a sudden, can you blame? Like it's like, what's going on? Like I immediately picked that up. Like when you hear him say, like when he said that, can you blame? You know this story is going to take a dark and scary turn, I think. Oh, it's brilliant. It really is brilliant. And I can go on about his ability with that guitar. It's unreal. He's crazy with it. Like, again, it's just, he's so talented. He's so incredibly talented. So just in the first minute has excited me so much to get into more of it. Let's go.
Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance with the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked here about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
Shit. So it was that quick. Just like, cool, give me money. And then, yeah, slice. Down with you. Shit. Holy frick. Wow. Okay. Wow. He's just so good at storytelling. Let's go Screech. Oh, it's magical, man.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Oh man. Oh, like I forget I'm doing a reaction because I'm just sucked into this story and the way he tells it and the music. I'm just so drawn in. I'm like, I forget. I'm like, oh god, reaction. Hi, talk to everyone. This is incredible. Oh, if this is just a story he's written as well, yeah, to turn a thought out story, like it's a very simple story, like guy girl's walking down the street a long time after, like, it's been a long day, and meets up with, like, sees a hooded figure in the fucking alley and doesn't give him the money, so he kills her. But, like, the way he's just telling it, just, like, so much more story. It's poetic. It's poetic is basically what I'm trying to get at. It's just, there's such poetic storytell in music. And, oh, he's such a, like, I've said it a million times, he's such a performer. And, like, he's performing this whole story. It's not just singing the lyrics through and giving you a story. Like, this is a poetry and a play all in the same one while being a music video. It's incredible. He's so talented.
Hey, babe, are you in? No, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
That's so clever with the guitar.
Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Wow. Who's gonna be Violet then? If this is a tale of Jenny and Screech, who the hell's gonna be Violet? What what part of this is Violet? Jesus, that was, wow. Okay. Yeah, crazy. Let's go. It's like an old bard's tale. Fetch me a drink. I am thirst. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Oh, man. That's incredible. He's talented.
London city, far from pretty, 2 005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstained sheets. Our lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Oh man, that's so clever. Yeah, that would like if you didn't sit there and go, that guitar sounds like he's rewinding time. Like, who are you? God, he's talented, man. He is incredibly talented, and he just has me like, I'm sitting here like waiting for the next bit of guitar, the next bit of lyrics. Like every word he has to say, I'm like, oh, what's next? Like he's just so crazy, so crazy.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out.
Oh, so sickening. So sickening. Oh. Never understood that. How someone could do that. Like, I've never understood it.
Out at 16, a semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme, packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet, she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he paint her black and blue and dark.
Oh, man.
She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Like I can't get into it, but it's just so disgusting that people are like that. People are disgusting like that. Oh, he's telling it so accurately, like that people are exactly like that. People, they're so selfish in the manner that they're like, I don't care, I don't respect you, I don't respect your body, I don't respect your soul. You are my object and I will use it how I want to, when I want to, and even if you don't want me to. Oh, it's just so disgusting. Humans like that plague this earth, and this is why the earth is so toxic in its way. Yeah. I'm glad we lock people up for doing that kind of stuff, but again, like, back at it, like, you sit there and you're like, this is so disgusting, but then you go, actually, no, this is a song. Ren is telling a story. This is incredible how he's telling it, because you sat there and you're like, this person's disgusting. You're staring at Ren. Like, that's how absolutely brilliant he is in the storytelling, because you sat there and you were like, this guy's the evil villain who was staring at. But these are just words that he's created. Whether it's a true story or not, this is a creation that he has created in front of us. And you were so sucked in that you were sitting there and thinking Ren was the villain because of how he portrayed it. Oh, he's very, very talented. I just keep saying it. He's very, very talented. His story ability to tell a story, and also, like, again, perform, unmatched. Yeah, Jesus. All right, let's finish this.
That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet.
That line there was what, again, it's like, it's the biggest insult in that situation. Do you think I wanted to do this? What? What do you mean? Like, doesn't matter if you did or didn't want to do this. Like, it's not something you can do. You do not have the ability to do that. You don't have the opportunity to be like, okay, you're not doing what I want. Crack. No, you don't have that. That is not an option. And then it's gaslight. It's like putting the blame back on. I'm like, do you think I wanted to do this? This is your fault for laying there saying nothing, closing their eyes, faking sleep. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, to then be like, this is your fault. You're on the ground bleeding, bloodied and bruised because you did. Like, this is your fault. I didn't do anything. You forced the hand. Motherfucker, no. Put the hand down. Such pathetic humans. They're such pathetic humans. Waste of space.
Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
And back to now.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny
And a boy named Screech.
and a boy named Screech.
Wow. Wow. Oh, Jesus. So, are you saying to me, like, please tell me in the comments that Jenny and Screech from the first tale were twin brother and sister? Like, no way, right? You're not telling me that Screech killed his sister in an alleyway after asking for money? Like, well, look, we're gonna break this down. Let's get over the other screen. So you telling me that when in the first story, when Jenny died, that her twin brother was so off his nut that he didn't recognize his own sister and killed her? Oh, man. Oh, there is so much to unpack. Oh, wow. Jesus. Lord Almighty. All right. These are so crazy because to a lot of percentage of the people in the world, you see this in movies, you listen to this and you just go, oh wow, these stories are so surreal. I can't believe things like happen. Like yeah, obviously the mum dying, the children being born and then the children kill each other, or the one child killing the other and then the other one getting shot. Yeah, that's a pretty surreal story. But like things like this, like where it's just like a young pregnant girl who was SA'd as a child, as a child by her father, then meets a guy who SAs her in the relationship and then beats her. Very real story. Young boys getting affiliated with bad scenes and, you know, going and doing dumb things is very, very, very common. Like, these aren't like hearing of a 14-year-old kid who's hopped up on drugs and alcohol, going out, thinking he's tough, and then going and trying to commit a crime and makes the wrong mistake with adrenaline and stabs someone and kills them. Very common. And for a woman to be just casually walking down the street at the dark of the night and falling victim to any sort of assault, whether it be just verbal or it's physical or even just murdered, is so common. So these stories, like that, even though like as a whole it was so crazy and very, very surreal, like it and I'm not saying it couldn't have happened. Like, I'm not saying this is a false story. Like, this is absolutely potentially something that could have really happened and that Ren himself experienced. But at the same time, like, it is such a far-fetched story. Like, it's potentially a great creation of a song, like, story. Like, it's crazy. So, like, it's songs like this that, whether it be just a great story tell or if it is relation to a completely true story, like Dance with the, I think it was, I can't remember if it was Mortal Technique and was in the song, or like it was a Mortal Technique that did a song called Dance with the Devil, and it was such a disgusting song, like story, but you end, like at the end he turns around and says that the story was true. I can't remember if he says he was the one in the story, but the story was true. But it's just like, these things happen, and these type of songs shed light on these horrible things that happen as a reality check to be like, it's the actions of people, it's the actions of yourself, it's the actions of your the people you will look up to that lead to these terrible things. Like the girl, a lot of women will follow and be with someone, like, or they'll find their match in someone that they can be relative with. So, you know, if a woman grows up in a household where the father beats the mum beats the father, they have a good chance of growing up to either beat their partner or their partner beat them, because they know that is the norm. Screech, if he grew up in a household where his mother and father were degenerates, like heavy drug users, and like neglected the child, of course the child is going to neglect the world, because that's what they've been brought up to do. They've seen neglect and they've gone, well, this must be the norm. And then what happens is you breed these people that then go out and do what was done to Jenny. It's such an eye-opening story to like really reflect on how dark and how disgusting this world can be, and be filled with such evil, because these people are evil, whether that it's not their fault that they're evil, or whether it's like the enticing to be evil, or if they just downright evil. Because I will say, I've said it to many people before, because I know people like this, some people are just born evil. Doesn't matter their upbringing, some people are born evil. Like, very little percentage of people, but there are just some people that are brought into this world that are pure evil from the get-go, and that's all that they have looking forward to themselves, is just evil. Others are obviously bred into it and taught it, and some just obviously go through that much trauma that you become evil, and the evil spreads. Negativity is much more infectious than positivity. That's why when you watch the news, when you read articles, the things you look at the most, and the things you watch the most, and the things you read the most are generally drama or murder or anything that's like very negative is so infectious. That's what it was, I don't know who said it to me, but it was like 10 positives will be outshone or outshined by 1 negative. It's like someone performing 10 miracles, but you know, they might have done something really wrong in their past. It's just like, it's so the world we live in is just so warped and so confused, because that's what people are excited for, is negativity. Like, what, like, in reflection, like, I asked this out to people, and I bet you 80% of people will say one thing. Would you rather read a story about a celebrity going and, you know, spending the day at a hospital and like hanging out with dying children or cancer patient children, or would you like to hear about how two celebrity couples got into a fight and one of them's been arrested? Oh wait, like, it's just that, it's that. Like, I would love to hear that story, but 80% of people would be like, oh, tell me, is she all right? Is he all right? How long are they going to jail for? Like, the biggest thing in the last 2 years was COVID and a court case over domestic violence. Like, that should tell us how the world is. So many good things have happened in that time, but the two things that were crazy that we've been so like controlled by was COVID and Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Like, that was our life. People were dying over there. Like, we must watch the live streams of the court case. That's what we live by, is that negativity. Like, it's just, it's insanity. It's truly insanity. So yeah, it's just, yeah, we're bred into a world where negativity is the infection, the parasite. And yeah, this is what shows of it. It's like these moments in the story of Jenny and Screech and Violet are very, very contained in that. It comes from an infectious negativity. It comes from trauma, violence, just being introduced at young age. It's just, yeah. This song and these tales are a general there should be a general reflection that, like, whether or not we like it, these are things that are truly happening, and we need to be aware of it, and we need to be aware of the fact that it is us as ourselves that will change the future of this. We have an obligation to set up the future without this kind of stuff happening, because if you ride the good path, you do the right thing, you live in a world of like literally doing the right thing. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone can sin a little. Like some of the sin, like, I'm not turning around and be like, yeah, everyone can go steal, but like, there's little things where you can have your own guilty pleasures and whatnot, but like, do it, be good, and be good to people, and people will be good to you, and we will breed that into our next generation, the next generation after that, and we will slowly take this away. And this is how we get rid of the Screeches in the world, the partner of Violet. Like, this is how we move forward and get rid of this, because if, like, yes, with Violet having children, there would have been Jenny and Screech, but if there was no Violet manner with, if Violet wasn't assaulted, Jenny and Screech would have had their mother. If that didn't happen and they had their mother, Screech might have went off the path, you know. And if Screech didn't go off the path, he might not have obviously gone down the route of drugs and, you know, killed Jenny. So it's just that thing, like, you take away the negative effects, and this tale would have had no grounds, and this tale wouldn't have never happened. So yeah, and it's an amazing storyteller again from Ren, just showing how talented he is. The way he read it, the way he performed it was just incredible. I don't think this is just off the, like, oh yeah, I just sort of, you know, sat there one day and thought of a story. Like, I reckon, like, he's been around things like this that helped construct this story, because, like, again, some of the ways he was describing things, like the way he was talking, the way he did the phone call, was very, very real. So I believe that, yeah, Ren has been around this stuff. It's nothing new to him, which obviously influenced a lot of this. But again, it was just really perfect how he was able to tell the story. And again, he is so magical with that acoustic guitar. I just love hearing it. So when I get really excited when he's got it out. But yeah, sorry this was a long one. Obviously, it was a long reaction. There's a lot to deep, you know, like unpack with this, because it was 3 different stories. It was 2 stories, but 3 different tales between each character and understanding of them, and like between each one they have mountains to unpack, but we just really got into the nitty-gritty of it. So I really hope you did stick around for all of it. I know it's a long one. I hope that, you know, all the requesters did get exactly what they wanted from this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very impactful. It was very confronting, but again, I have been surrounded by this kind of negativity, not at this level and not at this traumatic, like the experiences aren't as traumatic, but I understand this, and this is something that I've been around, so it's not anything new to me. So I get it, and it's still very confronting to, yeah, and it's horrible to know that other people are going through it. So but again, Ren, unreal. Thank you again. Thank you for requesting it, because it gave me the opportunity to check it out. But otherwise, I really appreciate you being here, guys. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe and get notified every time a new video goes live, or we go live on the channel, because this is a gaming streaming channel as well. We go live every Tuesday and every Friday, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We play FPS games, we play RPGs, we play a lot of games, but it's all about the having fun, the banter, and yeah, all the good stuff. But otherwise, I appreciate you all being here. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, love, peace, and poker grease.